The Dream SMP wasn't just a Minecraft server, it was a cultural phenomenon that dominated the internet during the pandemic. Launched careers, broke friendships, and imploded so spectacularly that we're still finding pieces scattered across Twitter. With 38 official members, countless guests, and enough drama to fill an entire Netflix series, let's break down every single person who stepped foot on this legendary server. Dream created the server on April 24, 2020, and was the owner with full access to server console and operator privileges on multiple accounts, playing 4 characters. Dream was the puppet master behind most storylines, co-writing major arcs and manipulating conflicts to create content. But here's where things get nuclear. Dream faced multiple grooming allegations starting in 2022, with accusations claiming he inappropriately messaged underage fans. In November 2023, a burner account posted screenshots claiming Dream had texted a 16-year-old fan in 2019 when he was 20. Dream responded with an 82-minute video in December 2023 titled The Truth, denying all allegations and providing receipts. The accusations were never proven in court, but the damage was catastrophic. For over a year, Dream became internet enemy number 1. Then came January 2025. Dream got into a massive public feud with TommyInnit after Dream shared a meme using the R slur to describe Tommy's fans. Tommy fired back, accusing Dream of taking advantage of younger creators and even claiming Dream harassed his mother during her divorce. Tommy's mom jumped into the Twitter fight, calling Dream an ableist. Most SMP alumni sided against Dream. Dream's character is canonically dead, fitting for how his reputation went. GeorgeNotFound was the co-owner who joined on April 24, 2020 with full server console and operator access. The colorblind British guy who became Dream's right-hand man. George mostly stayed out of major lore, preferring to sleep through important events and becoming a meme for being perpetually AFK. He was briefly banned by Tommy at one point, but George couldn't escape controversy. In 2024, GeorgeNotFound was accused by Twitch streamer Katybugs of inappropriate touching at VidCon 2023. The allegations involved George allegedly touching her inappropriately and asking if she was ticklish in Dream's hotel room when she was 18 and he was 26. George claimed he thought she was 21 at the time because her age wasn't visible on her Instagram. George released multiple response videos, and the situation became a complete mess with conflicting accounts. The community remains divided, and his reputation took a massive hit. Callahan joined on April 24, 2020, with server console and operator access, and ran most of the server behind the scenes. The silent legend who avoided all drama by simply never speaking. In a server full of people who couldn't shut up, Callahan proved silence is golden. Sapnap joined on April 24, 2020, with server console and operator access. The Dream Team's PvP specialist known for killing everyone's pets during the pet war. He was briefly banned twice by George because even best friends abuse admin powers. He later founded Kinoko Kingdom with Carl Jacobs and GeorgeNotFound. Sapnap avoided major real-life controversy by knowing when to log off. Awesome Dude joined on April 28, 2020 with server console and operator access, and played 3 characters. Sam became the server's master builder and later the warden of Pandora's Vault, the maximum security prison he built to contain Dream. The irony of imprisoning your friend is peak Dream SMP. Sam's storyline got dark when he became corrupted by power, letting Tommy die in prison and torturing Dream. His transformation from helpful builder to morally bankrupt warden was compelling. Sam avoided major controversy and continued creating content post-SMP. Drops by Ponk joined on May 8, 2020. Ponk's defining moment was losing his lemon tree in one of the earliest conflicts. Yes, a lemon tree became a significant plot point. Ponk later became known for his relationship with Sam and the horrific moment when Sam cut off Ponk's arm in-game. Ponk stayed mostly background but avoided drama. Bad Boy Halo joined on May 10, 2020 and had access to the server console. BBH is the wholesome demon who refuses to curse and became one of the server's most beloved members. He later led the Eggpire, a faction centered around a demonic egg that corrupted players. The Eggpire storyline culminated in the Red Banquet, one of the server's most cinematic events. Bad Boy Halo is one of the few members who came out with his reputation intact, proving you can create villain content without being a villain in real life. TommyInnit. TommyInnit joined on July 4, 2020, and was briefly banned twice on the day he was whitelisted. This 16-year-old started the disc Saga over 2 Minecraft music discs. 2 pieces of virtual plastic caused months of warfare and genuine emotional investment from millions. The disc Saga finale peaked at over 650,000 viewers on Twitch, making it the 3rd highest concurrent viewer livestream ever at the time. Tommy's exile arc, where Dream psychologically manipulated his character and isolated him, was genuinely dark content that blurred the line between roleplay and actual emotional abuse. Many fans worried about Tommy's real mental health during this period. Fast forward to January 2025, and Tommy finally spoke his truth. He called out Dream publicly, defended himself, and revealed years of feeling manipulated by older creators he once idolized. Tubbo backed Tommy up, stating that Tommy cut off people he idolized like Dream and Wilbur after discovering how they were as actual people. Tommy came out looking like someone who finally escaped a toxic situation. Punz joined on July 7, 2020. He played a mercenary who worked for whoever paid the most, becoming Dream's secret ally. His character is canonically dead. But the real-life story got dark. In March 2024, Punz's ex-partner Andy VMG posted a detailed document accusing him of emotional neglect, gaslighting, verbal abuse, and dubious consent. She described an incident where after an argument on their anniversary, Punz brought over alcohol and she blacked out, waking up naked the next morning. The allegations were horrifying and Punz never properly addressed them. His silence spoke volumes. Tubbo joined on July 7, 2020, and was briefly banned during Drista's second visit. Tommy's best friend and the more level-headed of the duo, Tubbo became president of L'Manberg, got publicly executed by Technoblade at the Manberg Festival, and later founded Snowchester with nuclear weapons. Yes, Minecraft nukes. Tubbo's storyline with Ranboo and their adopted son Michael was wholesome, but the real-life revelations in 2025 were heavy. Tubbo publicly stated on stream that there were inappropriate topics of discussion in Dream SMP Discord channels when he was a minor, including an explicit fan art image shown in a channel where Tubbo, who was underage at the time, was present. Dream claimed members were mocking the fan art, but Tubbo wasn't buying it. He defended Tommy hard and made clear that younger creators felt taken advantage of by adults running the server. Fundy joined on July 7, 2020, playing on the account It's Fundy until October 23, 2021, when he switched to Fundy, the fox who was Wilbur's in-game son. Fundy became known for elaborate pranks and later developed complex storylines involving nightmares. His character constantly sought approval from Father Wilbur, creating an emotional father-son dynamic. Fundy avoided personal drama, but his Wilbur association hurt after abuse allegations. Purple joined on July 9, 2020. The UFO guy who just wanted to build in peace but kept getting dragged into wars. Purple played a mercenary, working for profit rather than ideology. His later Las Nevadas storyline was compelling. Purple avoided controversy entirely by staying in his lane. Wilbur joined on July 12, 2020 and played 2 characters. He completely transformed the server by creating L'Manberg and becoming head writer. Wilbur was the head writer for the L'Manberg Independence arc and the Manberg Rebellion arc, turning a casual survival world into scripted political drama. His character arc from revolutionary leader to villain who blew up his own nation was genuinely tragic storytelling. But real life got darker. In February 2024, fellow content creator Shubble revealed she'd been in an abusive relationship from 2022 to early 2023, which included physical abuse via frequent biting that left bruises, emotional abuse, and financial abuse. Wilbur confirmed on Twitter that he was the ex-boyfriend Shubble referenced. His apology was widely criticized for using therapy speak and deflecting responsibility. Multiple other creators came forward with stories of mistreatment. Wilbur took a break, then casually announced he was returning to music like nothing happened. The audacity. Schlatt joined on July 16, 2020 and played 2 characters. He was originally whitelisted without Dream's permission and banned, then unbanned during the Swag 2020 vs. POG 2020 election. Schlatt won through a coalition deal, exiled protagonists, renamed L'Manberg to Manberg, and became the server's best villain. His drunk dictator character was peak entertainment. Schlatt's character is canonically dead. In real life, Schlatt avoided controversy by not being terminally online. He showed up, played his villain perfectly, and logged off. He understood the Dream SMP was a job, not his entire identity. Smart move. Skeppy. Skeppy joined on July 18, 2020. He brought chaotic energy and his close friendship with Bad Boy Halo. Skeppy got infected by the egg during the Eggpire arc. He stayed out of major lore, preferring to troll and have fun. Skeppy avoided drama by keeping content lighthearted. Erit joined on July 19, 2020. Erit committed the most famous betrayal in Dream SMP history, selling out L'Manberg to Dream in exchange for becoming king. The "it was never meant to be" moment became iconic, spawning countless fan animations. Erit spent the rest of the server trying to redeem themselves. In real life, Erit has been vocal about LGBTQ+ issues and avoided controversy. Jack Manifold. Jack Manifold joined on August 3, 2020, and was briefly banned and unbanned twice during Drista's third visit. Jack played a character consumed by jealousy of Tommy's main character status. His storyline involved dying, going to hell, crawling back through spite, and trying to kill Tommy out of resentment. It was petty, emotional, and hilarious. Jack avoided real-life drama. Nihachu joined on August 6, 2020. Nikki played one of the kindest characters who slowly became disillusioned with L'Manberg. Her burning down the Lamontre in an emotional breakdown was one of the most impactful moments, showing how even gentle people can snap. Nikki later founded her own underground city and joined the Syndicate. In real life, Nikki supported abuse survivors and spoke out after the Wilbur allegations, standing firmly with victims. Quackity joined on August 11, 2020, was briefly banned and unbanned, and played 4 characters. He started as comic relief, became Schlatt's vice president, and later founded Las Nevadas, a casino nation central to later storylines. Quackity's transformation from goofy sidekick to serious businessman was impressive. His torture of Dream in prison was uncomfortable to watch. In real life, Quackity is one of the few Dream SMP members who transitioned to massive solo success. He created the QSMP, though that had staff payment controversies. When Dream and Tommy fought in 2025, Quackity stayed neutral. Smart move. Mexican Dream is canonically dead. Carl Jacobs joined on August 26, 2020, and played as the main character on Tales from the SMP, a spin-off series exploring lore through time travel. Carl's character developed memory loss from time traveling, creating a tragic storyline as he forgot his friends. He co-founded Kanoko Kingdom with Sapnap and George. Carl avoided drama, focusing on MrBeast connections and his own content empire. Hbomb94 joined on September 22, 2020. Hbomb brought genuinely wholesome energy and his well-known cat obsession to the server. He participated in several major events like the Manberg vs. Pogtopia War, but intelligently mostly stayed in the background of major conflicts and drama. Hbomb avoided all controversy by being a genuinely nice person and strategically not getting involved in drama, which made him one of the more universally respected members. Technoblade joined on September 22, 2020. The legendary Potato War champion arrived on the server and immediately became an absolute fan favorite. Techno played a strict anarchist who ideologically opposed all forms of government, delivering genuinely philosophical speeches about tyranny and corruption while also being an absolute PvP god who dominated every fight. His "I killed Quackity with a pickaxe" moment and his powerful speech before executing Tubbo at the festival became instant classics that fans still quote religiously. Techno co-founded the Syndicate with Filza, hunted down government sympathizers, and stayed completely true to his anarchist principles throughout every storyline. Tragically, Technoblade passed away from cancer in June 2022, and the entire internet collectively mourned the loss. Techno never sold out his principles, never compromised his values for views or money, and stayed authentically himself until the very end. His death deeply and profoundly affected the Dream SMP and its community, and many people cite it as the primary reason the server ultimately ended. Dream specifically mentioned that Technoblade's death significantly complicated any potential plans for Season 2. Rest in peace to an absolute legend who proved you could be wildly successful without becoming problematic. Antfrost Ant Frost joined on September 23, 2020. He became part of the Eggpire alongside Bad Boy Halo, going full villain during the Red Banquet event. Ant Frost's character was corrupted by the Egg's power. In real life, Ant Frost avoided major controversy. Philza. Philza joined on November 16, 2020, and was briefly banned and unbanned during recording of one of Tommy's videos. Phil literally joined by killing his own son Wilbur in the story. Minecraft's immortal hardcore player became an anarchist, co-founding the syndicate with Technoblade. Phil played the disappointed father perfectly. In real life, Phil avoided controversy by being a chill dad figure. Connor Eats Pants. Connor Eats Pants joined on November 16, 2020. Connor played perpetual comic relief, constantly confused about what was happening. His character is dubiously canonically dead, which is somehow fitting. Connor avoided drama by staying comedic. Captain Puffy. Captain Puffy joined on November 16, 2020. Puffy played everyone's therapist, which was meta considering all the real trauma happening behind the scenes. She tried to redeem villains and bring peace. Her character questioned the morality of everyone's actions. Puffy supported abuse survivors and handled controversies well. Vicstar123 and Lazar Beam both joined on November 23, 2020, and their characters are canonically dead. They got content and left before real drama started. Smart moves. Ranboo. Ranboo joined on November 27, 2020, and was briefly banned after joining when he claimed he hacked in. He played a half-Enderman character with memory issues and a sleepwalking alter ego called the Enderwalk. Ranboo's lore became incredibly complex. His choose people, not sides philosophy resonated with fans. Ranboo played two characters, and his character is canonically dead with Boo as his ghost counterpart. Ranboo's rise was meteoric while maintaining his reputation. Foolish Gamers. Foolish Gamers joined on January 16, 2021. Foolish played a demigod who just wanted to build massive structures. He had an undying power similar to a totem of undying, making him nearly unkillable. His builds were impressive, and he avoided drama by focusing on construction. Hanex Rose. Hanex Rose joined on January 18, 2021. Hannah brought fresh energy as one of the few female members, developing lore involving roses and founding her own kingdom. She avoided major controversy. Slime Cycle. Slime Cycle joined on January 22, 2021. Charlie played a slime who learned about humanity through Las Nevadas. His transformation from innocent slime to tragic figure was surprisingly emotional. Slime Cycle's comedic timing combined with genuine pathos made him a standout. Michael McChill. Michael McChill joined on May 16, 2021. Michael participated in later events and brought his own energy. He avoided major controversy and continued creating content. Aaron. Aaron joined on October 22, 2021. Aaron was one of the later additions, participating during the server's final era and bringing fresh energy. Tina Kitten. Tina Kitten joined on October 23, 2021. Tina joined during later seasons and brought her own personality, participating in various storylines. Boomer Nay. Boomer NA joined on October 29, 2021, after visiting as a guest through Hannah and Sam's accounts earlier in 2021. Boomer was another later addition who participated during the server's final chapters. CPK. CPK joined on March 16, 2022. CPK joined very late in the server's life, participating in final storylines and events during its Twilight era. Amesy. Amesy joined on March 16, 2022. They joined during the server's final months. Amesy later announced they left the SMP after Season 1 and didn't plan to return for Season 2 due to work commitments and a new server with their girlfriend Gukie. Probably a smart decision. Miss Trixton. Miss Trixton officially joined on December 17, 2022, for the Syndicate finale after playing on Phil's account earlier, hinted throughout lore as a goddess. The Removed. Jakishi was removed 2 days after joining in October 2021 for grooming minors prior to joining the Dream SMP. Manatreed left 3 days after joining in January 2022 when accused of domestic abuse. Allegations suggested Dream knew about Manatreed's history but still invited him. Both situations were absolute disasters that raised questions about vetting. The End. On April 10, 2023, members gathered to defeat the Ender Dragon, officially ending the Dream SMP. But the drama didn't end. The January 2025 Twitter war revealed years of resentment and broken friendships. The end. On April 10, 2023, members gathered to defeat the Ender Dragon, officially ending the Dream SMP. But the drama didn't end. The January 2025 Twitter war revealed years of resentment and broken friendships. The legacy. 38 members, millions of viewers, countless broken friendships. The Dream SMP launched careers, created a content genre, and brought people together during COVID. It also featured grooming allegations, abuse accusations, feuds, and enough Twitter drama for documentaries. Was it worth it? The server proved Minecraft could be legitimate storytelling. It also exposed power dynamics between adults and teenage fans, showing the dark side of internet fame. Some members have successful careers, others got cancelled, most cut ties. The Dream SMP was lightning in a bottle, an unreplicatable phenomenon. It was messy, problematic, and absolutely iconic. We'll probably never see anything like it again. Whether that's good or bad, you decide. R.I.P. Dream SMP. You were chaotic, controversial, and absolutely unforgettable.